Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please. I know that a good many of you are here and are aware that we're making a special presentation this afternoon, and if you were expecting it, this is it. I want to introduce members of the Ibell family who are here with us this weekend, and they've been here for most of this week. First of all, someone who needs, I think, around our school, no introduction at all, is Simon Ibell on the end. For those of you that don't know Simon, he's one of the world's leading crusaders, if not the world's leading crusader, for an advocate for research and treatment of rare diseases. He speaks all over the world. He's a graduate of SMUS 1996, and his own story is incredible. It's not just a story of science, but also a story of human heroism. His story is inspiring, and it has had a huge impact on everyone that's known him and on our school. One of the members of the Ibell family who's not here today is Olivia, Simon's sister. Olivia graduated from the school in 1999. She went to Queen's. She worked for Bell Media very soon afterward and was responsible for their development of Kudo Mobile. She went to Ireland and continued to work in the telecom industry with O2. And she returned to Canada and became the national marketing director of Bell Media. And she recently became the youngest vice president ever with Bell Canada. She has two lovely children, Emily 2 and Andrew 3 months. Next to Simon is his mother, Marie. Marie is a very successful businesswoman, but I believe she would say that her life's most important work has been her two children and advocating for Simon's treatment and Simon's future. As I said, Simon's story is incredible. 9 times in his life, he was told that he would not live to the end of the year. He has a rare disease, Hunter's syndrome, which historically was never susceptible to treatment. However, he's only ever considered himself able and never disabled. And that has been one of the keys to his flourishing life. This week at school, Simon has talked about how proud he is of our school. But without question, Simon, your story and your example have changed us deeply. You are an SMUS hero. The purpose of this event is to do more than retell Simon's story. And I am very pleased to be able to make this announcement that, on behalf of the Ibell family, that the family has decided to establish a scholarship fund. The first scholarship will be awarded in the school year 2016-2017. And the scholarship fund that will be established will be awarded to students who display academic excellence, strong character, all-around athletic ability, and loyalty to the school, allied to an unfailingly positive attitude. They are to be awarded to students who would otherwise financially be unable to attend the school. The scholarships are being awarded for next year, and they are going to be named the Hyde-Lay Ibell Scholarships in recognition of the significant role played in the life of Simon Ibell by Ian Hyde-Lay, teacher, mentor, and friend. For a gift like this to be made is truly transforming for our school, but more importantly, it's transforming for future students who will be the beneficiaries of the award and whose lives will have that opportunity for transformation that we all witness so often here at SMUS, and stories of which I am frequently the recipient of. So Marie, Simon, and Olivia, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. I am now going to ask Marie, then Simon, to come up and say a few words.
Would quite frankly never consider this time to this type of school. It's not the school we would normally think of. I'm all for helping children and people in need. However, when I look at the world today, I am in the international business. I see that the world is in grave, grave need. It's very different from the days when Simon Ibell first started SMUS. And I thought to myself, when you have a school like this, for which all of you should be very grateful to go to, it is even greater when you can take children that don't have the opportunity and to be able to mix those who think of more of quality and those that maybe are more focused on quantity. I would like to think that we all think of each other. And in terms of thinking to each other, why did we do this? When Simon first came to the school in 1990, we came out to Victoria, BC, because Seattle at the time had the form of bone marrow transplant that we thought would help him. As it turned out, it wouldn't. So we decided the school was so good for Simon that we didn't really need to go back to Toronto, and we stayed on, and are we ever grateful we did. Simon came into grade 9, and I will start there, because in grade 8, he came out of grade 8 with a very unfortunate situation at the school. He came over to grade 9, and he found in grade 9 a man that was nothing short of a hero, nothing short of somebody that had the utter respect. When Simon was little, I had the horrible situation as a parent. When he fell, I would never pick him up. I would always say, "You can do it. Come on, get up, get up." And people would think I was cruel. when he first got into grade 9, I don't think Ian Hyde-Lay knew who I was. But I sat in my bucket seat in my Jaguar and decided to see what this man was doing. He was pushing him around the court, telling him, come on, you can do it, you can do it. I decided one day to go to see the other side of this man, and what was my interpretation of what he was doing? And boy, was I ever grateful. I saw someone that had the understanding that children need confidence, the children need to know that we believe in them. And in Simon's case, we all knew intellectually he was capable, but he had always been put aside, never to be a sportsman, which he loved because of his height. And here was someone that was treating him as an equal to every other student. I asked Simon that night, how did you feel? He said, Mum, he pushes me to be me. He believes in me. He thinks I am capable. What do you expect? He said, he's the most incredible man I've met. And that's what he felt all the way through. He had someone he totally respected, and through the years, I had to totally agree with my son. I saw a man I respected, I came to like, and it was for that reason I did like the school, but I think that Ian Hyde-Lay is a man that can take those children that could never afford to come to this school, and he can help to add to the knowledge the thing that team sport gives, and that's the application of the knowledge, to bring it into the business world, to sit in those conference rooms and know that you learned what strategy was in that court, because without the strategy, the knowledge is just what it says. It's knowledge on a ledge, never to be used. Team sport tells you how to do it. And Ian Hyde-Lay, I want to thank you more than ever, because you've taught Simon how to do that. And in your own way, you taught me, as I've sat in many, many boardrooms. And it's a look from the individual that I knew that that man was a team player, and I could pass it on. At this, I will pass it over to the man himself. I thank you all. Thank you.
I'm just going to read something before I say a few words about Ian Hyde-Lay, who I call Hides. It's called, I apologize if I get emotional, very dear to the heart. So it's a well-known poem called A Reason, a Season, or a Lifetime. People come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. When you figure out which it is, you know exactly what to do. Someone is in your life for a reason. It is usually to meet a need you have expressed, outwardly or inwardly. They've come to assist you through a difficulty, to provide you with guidance and support, to aid you physically, emotionally, or spiritually. They may seem like a godsend, and they are. If they are there for a reason, you need them to be. Then without any wrongdoing on your part or an inconvenient time, the person will say or do something to bring the relationship to an end. Sometimes they die, sometimes they walk away, sometimes they act up or may not realize what they're doing. What we must realize is that our need has been met. Our desire fulfilled, their work is done. The prayer you sent up has been answered, and it's now time to move on. When people come into your life for a season, it is because you The time has come to share, grow, or learn. They may bring you an experience or peace, or make you laugh. They may teach you something you have never done. They usually give you an unbelievable amount of joy. Believe it or not, believe it, it is real, but only for a season. Lifetime relationships teach you lifetime lessons. Those things that you must hold on to in order to have a solid emotional foundation. Your job is to accept the lesson, love the person anyway, and put what you have learned to use in all other relationships and areas of your life. It's said that love is blind, but friendship is clairvoyant. Hyde is always been there as a teacher, friend, and most of all, a mentor to me. He's been there for a reason, as my mom alluded to. He's been there for every season. Of course, he's there for a lifetime. As Mom said, and Bob alluded to earlier, it was a very, very difficult time for me. The school has been instrumental in my development, in my friendships, my family life, and my success in business. Apart from my parents and my close friends, obviously Hyde is one of those people. Being at the school in grade 9, when sport has been such an instrumental part of my life, not being able to play at the age of 13 was a detrimental blow to me and to my psyche. But Hyde took me aside and found another role for me, and I know we've had many, many conversations over the years. Hyde, what that has, the impact that has on my life. A mentor is many, many things, but he gave me the belief that I could do anything. Just like my foundation, I believe, like my last name. It started with him, many, many conversations. I've thought about this in preparation for today over the last couple of days, months, just thinking about what can I say of 23 years plus friendship, guidance. And when I wasn't at home, I was around Hyde, either on the rugby pitch, in his office, and he just led by example. The values for me as someone that didn't compete on the court or field after the age of grade 8, after having a serious bullying incident, it's like one of my other mentors, Dr. Martin Collis, always says, the doors to life swing on small hinges. And that hinge led me to Hyde's, and what he instilled in me and the lessons that he's instilled in thousands of students and players, and both here at St. Mike's and provincial teams, castaways, and you name the number of teams that he's coached and the people that he's had an impact on. Sport is so many more. Not everyone's going to be a Steve Nash, but the lessons that you learn, determination, respect, enthusiasm, attitude, motivation, which spells dream. We can all dream big. It's the values of that I take very, very strong to heart. And the person that instilled that in me, apart from my mom and my father, is Ian Hyde-Lay. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for his guidance, his friendship, and just his belief in me. So Hyde, I'll never be able to thank you. So thank you for everything. And there's a famous quote by Henry Ford. Some men and women may succeed because they're destined to, but most men and women succeed because they're determined to. And Hyde, you gave me that determination to succeed and to believe that regardless of my physical abilities, I still had abilities. I had special abilities. So Hyde, you mean the world to me, and this is just an honor. We have one other special presentation that our family would like to make, and obviously the school is completely in line. The naming, this court is going to be named the Hyde-Lay Court. So it's an honor to do that. So,
One of the last things we would ask Hold on. Simon has asked that he would like to ask those of you here today to see the magnitude of what has been done at this school. And there are many other teachers that have helped Simon along the way. But as I said, the one in terms of making him understand that his lack of height was no lack of heart or ability. Any of you that can do what the Ibell family are doing, I ask you to join us to support this school, because for your children and for your young men yourselves, your institution is most important when you go out to the world to look for a job, regardless of the profession. Always keep up the good name of your institution, support it, and to make sure that it's something that others know that institution and know that you come from one that has got morals and principles, and they will take you on regardless. Thank you all very, very much, and it is our pleasure to help the future of this school. Thank you.
You and I will, once you guys sit down. So Ian and I are now going to unveil the facsimile of what the court is going to look like, and people are welcome to come up after we've finished speaking in a few minutes and have a closer look. But you'll really get the idea of it when you come up later and have a look. Well done. And I'm now going to ask Ian Hyde-Lay to say a few words.
Wow. Well, this is a very special day. Very, very special. I look at the wording in blue at the bottom: prepare, compete, and be a great teammate. And this is, I hope, being a mantra for SMUS basketball over the years. But there are some things that you just can't anticipate, and there's not really anything that can prepare someone for the real honors that have been bestowed upon me this afternoon. I've been pretty fortunate, being part of some awards and quite a few championships. But believe me, today's scholarship award and the court naming are far, far more special. Really the ultimate honor, and I am just so unbelievably grateful. My parents always told me that the world's most powerful prayer is two simple words: thank you. And I just ask if you'd bear with me for a minute or two while I say thank you to some people. First, obviously I have to say thank you to St. Michael's University School and to John Shafter. And because in September of 1984, he took a chance on an untried 25-year-old teacher. And it has been, since then, a dream ride for 32 years. Simon spoke about coaches and mentors. A huge part of my development was someone I met when I was 17 as a highly impressionable university student. He probably was already at that time, but from that day that I met him, he certainly went on to become the greatest basketball mind that Canada's ever produced. Just had an incredibly positive impact on my life as a coach and a mentor, going now 40 plus years. And it means a great deal that he's here tonight. So to Ken Shields, who's over there, Ken, thank you very much. To all my SMUS colleagues, past and present, teachers, administrators, and the support staff, for over 3 decades you've been so supportive, so good-humored, so engaging, so committed, and so very, very talented. And for me, you have made the working environment here so, so special. Thank you. And to generations of parents, alumni, and of course students, and especially the student athletes who've been primarily responsible for the many SMUS sporting successes over the years, and who gracefully allowed me and others to ride on their coattails. So many of you have become and remain such close friends, and I'm very, very lucky. There's been the occasional bump in the road, one awkward situation, well documented, but I mention this only because in a difficult moment, my wife and I were buoyed by an absolute tidal wave of love and support from all corners of the SMU community, and we will remember that support forever. So thank you. To my immediate family, I think Sister Robin and Brother David, their families are watching online. I know that my brother Christopher and his wife are here. Thank you. It's been a joy today to be able to watch Derek and Graham play together. The school has been such a big part of their lives, and it was wonderful to watch. I'm just so proud to be their father. And of course, to wife Lisa, believe me, lucky for me the day that I met her. And lucky the day I met you, sweetie. I love you to pieces. You've been and continue to be such a wonderful wife and mother. So thank you. And finally, I don't really know what to say, but I owe such a huge debt of gratitude to the Ibell family, a debt of gratitude that can never really be repaid. And to Marie, and to Simon, and to Olivia, your generosity and friendship are truly humbling. Marie, your support for me has never wavered, and your unconditional love is reflected in the amazing job you've done raising your family. There have been many obstacles to overcome, but these obstacles have been navigated in great part to your indomitable spirit and your great will. And that future students with the character and attitude and moral fiber of Olivia and Simon will be able to attend St. Michael's University School on a Hyde-Lay Ibell Scholarship fills me with great joy. Thank you so much. To Simon, what to say? We've known each other for the better part of 25 years. I love and respect you, and it is just such a privilege to count you among my friends. Mere words cannot do justice to your accomplishments and your determination and your grace and your courage. And it's typical of the way that you live your life that while I have received some honors today, in fact, it is I who should be honoring you. Thank you so much. In regards to the court naming, again, it is truly humbling. To the Ibells, to my coaching colleagues, and to the players from the past 3+ decades, while it will be my name that's emblazoned on the court, it really is recognition for your generosity, but also for your preparation and your competitive nature. And most of all for me, it represents teamwork. And as mentioned in my remarks, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of great teammates. I'm very grateful. It's been a fantastic afternoon and one I will never forget. Thank you so much. That's not great.
Thank you, Ian. Thank you to the Ibell family. I am also going to pass on a message of thanks to our alumni and the Alumni Association who are here. This is the perfect venue, perfect occasion for an announcement so moving and so good for us all. Great to see so many alum here, and also so many current students who will one day be alum. I hope that this day is etched in your memory. I want to thank everyone who's here witnessing today's proceedings. And you may not be disappointed that unfortunately the game is not going to continue. And today's proceedings will wrap up in just a moment. Alumni and parents of athletes are welcome next door in the single gym in a short period of time. But thank you everyone for this event, and especially to the Ibell family for creating this transforming opportunity.